Hey, Takumi, did you see me fight today? I looked pretty good out there.
I've seen better.
What did you say?
I said I've seen better. Any halfway decent archer could have taken you out.
I meant to leave myself open to draw fire away from our soldiers.
And you sure struggled with those armored units.
Well, but I won, didn't I?
Barely. What's gonna happen when you face a real challenge?
I will overcome and win. What do I have to do to earn your approval?
Reach your potential.
But I have reached my potential.
If you say so. I happen to disagree. When you've truly reached your potential, you won't need my approval. Or the approval of anyone else. Like a brother or a sister.
Teach me, Takumi. How did you reach your potential? Takumi? Did I say something wrong?
No, sorry, it's nothing. I shouldn't be lecturing you. I haven't reached my potential.
You can't be serious. But if you are, why don't we train together?
Give it a rest, Rowan. I'm not going to spar with you.
Come on, you think I need practice? And you're not satisfied with yourself either. We can kill two birds with one stone.
Us sparring is not going to solve anything. Just calm down.
Well, if you won't fight me, I guess that makes me the winner by default.
All right, now you've done it. I have no choice but to humble you.
You think it'll be easy, huh? How do you expect to draw your bow against me?
The sword has an advantage over the bow in close quarters, it's true. But who said I'd be using my bow?
What? The great archer Takumi? Not using a bow?
Surely you're not afraid of a little hand-to-hand combat? If you insist on using that sword, I'd be happy to disarm you with my katana.
You're proficient with the katana? I suppose I should have expected. I'm humbled already. You're so strong and yet you still strive for more.
Yeah, well, this is all just talk. Rest up. We'll fight tomorrow.
Agreed. I look forward to earning your approval.
Eesh, kids these days. Shame I'm gonna have to embarrass him.
Leanna, is something wrong?
Corin! No, it's nothing.
Really? Because it didn't sound like nothing.
I guess I'm just a little preoccupied.
What's on your mind?
It's no big deal. It's just, I feel like my brother and I are so inexperienced. You're all fighting this war for our kingdom, and we're barely helping.
How can you say that? You two are clearly giving this your all.
We are, but our abilities pale in comparison to everyone else's.
Of course you feel like underachievers. Look who's on your team. Oh, that came out wrong, didn't it? I just mean, don't compare yourself to others. Because the strength of your allies is your strength too.
You think? I know I should be grateful that you all are here in the first place. I just can't help but wonder what would have happened if you weren't.
Let me ask you this. Do you think our being sent here was simply coincidence?
What do you mean?
Every decision you've made, every action you've taken has led to this very moment. I don't think the fact that we're fighting together is a coincidence at all. Your will is what set our fates in motion. We're here because of you.
You really believe that, Corin?
Of course I do. There is a drawback, however. Our time together will, unfortunately, be brief.
I know.
I really wish we could be here to see how everything turns out in your kingdom. But only you and your brother can carve out its future. I know deep in my heart that you will succeed. You're getting stronger every day. Your kingdom will thrive under your leadership.
Thank you, Corin. I'll do my best.
I feel so silly talking to you like this. I'm hardly in a position to give advice. There's a lot I could learn from you and your brother.
What could you possibly have to learn from us?
Don't laugh. You may not always get along, but you have each other's respect. I hope that in the future, Nor and Hoshido can coexist in the same way.
I'm sure you'll make it happen. Everyone in your families loves you so much.
Oh, I know. They won't let me forget it. But I appreciate your confidence in me.
And yours in me.
Oh, Lucina, here you are.
What's going on, Elise? Is it an enemy attack?
No, I just wanted to play. I was looking for you all over.
That's a relief. But wouldn't you rather enjoy the calm while you can?
We can't just sit around. Xander says downtime is as important as work time.
So we should rest as hard as we work. I think that makes sense. These calm moments are a good time to bond a little.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I want to play with you.
Oh, I see. But
What's the matter? Do you not like me or something?
that's not it at all. It's that you and I are from different worlds. One day we'll be forced apart. The closer we get, the harder it will be to say goodbye.
Oh, that's all it is? I was worried you didn't like me. Not being able to see you anymore will be really sad. But that just means we should make the most of our time together.
How will that help?
As long as we have our memories, we can think about each other anytime.
That's true. If you remember someone, they are never truly gone.
What you thinking about, Lucina?
Although he is alive here, my father died in my world when I was young. It was my memories of him that drove me to try and find a way to save him. Now I understand what you mean. So let's have an incredible time today. What do you want to do?
Yay! Thanks, Lucina. I want to play tag.
Tag? How exactly does one play?
You've never played? You've got to be kidding me.
Well, I've played very few games to begin with.
Okay, I'll teach you. It's super easy. I'll run away, all right? And then you count to 10, and then you chase me. If you catch me, we trade roles and I chase you.
It's a running exercise. I see. Playing and training are combined in Nor.
If thinking that helps you get into it, then sure. Tag, you're it.
What? What's it?
You'll never catch me.
I've been bested. You really trounced me there, Robin.
By the skin of my teeth. Honestly, I didn't think it would be so close.
I knew that 64th move was a mistake. I could have used a pincer attack from there.
A pincer then would have actually hastened my victory by 2 moves. It's a fairly standard technique we use on the battlefield in Elise.
You're saying you were anticipating that? I thought you'd never played this game before. Have I been duped?
No, but I've played very similar games, where you use the board as a battlefield.
As have I, though clearly my experience was not as useful as yours. In Nor, we have a game called chess that's a lot like this. I'm the best in my family. I was sure I could beat you too. Although now that I've gotten the hang of it, care for a rematch?
We can play as many times as you like. I'm sure we'll learn a lot from each other. And beating you never gets old.
Line up your pieces. The first thing you'll learn is taking defeat with dignity. I think you're underestimating me, by the way. One battle doesn't win a war.
Oh, I don't believe you'll be a pushover. You kept me on the ropes for most of that last game. That famous Norian strategy confused me more than once. Let's just say I'd hate to meet you on the battlefield.
Do I detect a hint of sarcasm in your voice?
Not at all. I'm very interested in learning about your battle tactics and techniques.
Of course you are. That would give you quite an advantage in this game.
No, Leo. I'm talking about your literal battle tactics, like on the field. I'm sure if we combined our expertise, our strategic options would expand.
I see what you're saying now. I guess as a tactician, you're always looking for new ideas, aren't you?
So, will you teach me, Leo?
Of course, but only if you beat me in this next match, and I won't make it easy.
Interesting. You're on. Now that something's actually at stake, I have a feeling this game will get heated.
I'm looking forward to it. We'll see how long your confidence lasts. Are we ready now? Good. Why don't you take the first move, Robin? You're going to need all the help you can get.
Ha! Get ready, Leo. You're about to see a true tactician at work.
All right, I've got my vulnerary, spare gauntlets, everything I need.
Princess Hinoka, you should leave this preparation work to me.
Frederick, you want to pack my travel bag? Go for it.
Thank you, milady. I must say, you did seem to be doing an admirable job. But isn't this the sort of thing you'd usually delegate to a retainer?
You haven't met Izama and Setsuna. Neither of them are really cut out for this kind of work.
Well, what work do they handle? Surely your laundry at the very least.
It's easier to do my own than it is to constantly save Setsuna from drowning.
Drowning? In the act of doing laundry? Surely you jest.
I wish. If there's any danger in a task, she will discover it.
But what of all the cleaning and tidying? Please tell me you're not doing it all.
Of course I do. I prefer my things to be cleaned rather than broken to bits. And that's a best-case scenario if Setsuna is doing the work. Now, Azama is a bit more careful and does a solid job. But he berates me the whole time. And he's annoyingly accurate.
This is unbelievable. Should I meet this fool, I will teach him some respect.
Believe me, it's easier to just do everything myself.
I never could have imagined you were in such a dire situation. No wonder you are so adept at these menial tasks. Your hand has been forced.
The thing is, I wouldn't trade those two for anyone else.
How can you say that? What possible value can they offer?
Well, despite their quirks, they're plenty capable on the battlefield. It might seem to be an odd arrangement, but it works for us.
Fascinating. Tell me, do you at least entrust them with landscaping duties?
Landscaping? What's that?
Pulling weeds, tending the gardens, arranging decorative rocks.
Decorative rocks? Frederick, tell me you're not wasting time on such drivel.
I hardly think Crom's decorative rocks qualify as drivel.
You would do anything for Crom, wouldn't you? I mean, it's admirable. I just can't believe the kind of standards you're setting.
Thank you, milady. It does please me to hear my efforts praised. Still, I can't help but feel guilty about your situation. If I meet your retainers in the future, perhaps I could educate them properly.
You're welcome to try. Knowing you, you might actually succeed. Maybe you could even give me some feedback on my leadership, too.
It would be my honor. Thank you, Lady Hinoka.
Still waiting for your partner, Cordelia? Or are you on your own today?
It's just me, Lord Ryoma. I've never had much luck in finding sparring partners.
I would imagine people would line up to train with a genius like you.
Genius? I don't know about that. Actually, I think it might be that kind of reputation that keeps people away. Since I started as a knight, people have avoided me for fear I'd embarrass them. Apparently, I have a habit of winning, so now I mostly train alone.
I see.
It's better than not training at all. There are so many people depending on me. I have to be ready in case I'm needed. I refuse to let my allies down. It doesn't matter if people think I'm a genius if I can't protect those in need.
You really are a model warrior, Cordelia. Serious, smart, focused. I'm reminded of my retainers back at home, Saizo and Kagero. Ninjas.
What's a ninja?
A master of many skills. Kagero is an inspector, a protector, a strategist. And Saizo completes any task, no matter how unpleasant, with no complaint. Sometimes I worry that they don't feel their work is appreciated.
I wouldn't worry about that, Ryoma. Anyone would be honored to be working for you. I mean, I don't have a liege myself, but I'm sure you'd be a good one. I bet Saizo and Kagero love working for you.
Isn't that funny? For a second there, you sounded just like Saizo. He once told me there was no greater joy than serving a liege you respect. And that was all the reward he needed. I even think Kagero said something similar once.
They sound like happy retainers to me. Just like I said, you have nothing to worry about. They're glad to serve you.
Yes. I can only hope they know how proud I am to be their liege. Cordelia, how would you feel about training with me every now and again? Perhaps I could break you of your pesky habit of winning all the time.
Of course, Lord Ryoma. I'd be happy to spar with you.
Excellent. There's just something very familiar about you. I enjoy your company. You have the same spirit as my retainers.
It's really sweet how much you care about them. I wonder what else I'll learn about you in these training sessions.
I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. I don't have many secrets.
We'll see. In all seriousness, I'm happy I'll have the chance to get to know you better.
The feeling's mutual.
What are you working on there, Oboro? Looks like a yukata.
That's right. I found some lovely fabric. It's coming along, don't you think?
Is that fabric from this world? I could get you some Hoshiden cloth if you need it.
How's that old expression go? There's more than one way to make a yukata. Traditional Hoshiden patterns are timeless, but this material gives it a twist.
Wow, you really know your stuff.
I made a few other things too. See? Some sashes and a few accessories.
Hey, these are really cute and so colorful. Say, what would you think of me buying some of these from you? I'd love to sell them in my shop.
You want to sell my stuff? But I just make these things as a hobby.
Hobby or not, look at that craftsmanship. These would fly right out of my shop. And since it's made of local fabric, they'll feel familiar to people.
Oh, it's really great to hear. And I'd like to help you out, but...
What are you worried about?
Well, yukata must be worn a certain way. Someone will need to teach people. And once I return to my world, I won't be able to keep you stocked.
You have a point. That's a lot to chew on. But I can't just let this golden opportunity pass me by. Hey, could you teach me how to tailor and wear a yukata?
I could, but I use a Hoshiden sewing method. It can be pretty tricky.
I'm a quick study. Just watch. I'll prove I can make yukata as nice as yours.
I know you're handy, but I think this may be a bit much even for you.
I'm sure you could teach me. You just need to believe in yourself.
Hey, this isn't about me believing. But if you're that determined, I'll do it.
All right. So, how much are we talking for the lesson here? What do you charge?
A businesswoman through and through. This class is on the house.
Are you sure? I'm basically asking you to give me your talent.
Like I said, it's just a hobby. Besides, friends learn from each other, right?
Then I'll make it my goal to spread your designs all over this world. Tales of the master tailor Oboro will reach far and wide. Believe me, when people hear yukata, they'll think Oboro.
Aren't you taking this a bit far? I mean, I'm glad you're excited. Why don't you just help me finish up this yukata for now? I'll show you what to do. And once it's finished, it's yours. So take good care of it when I'm gone.
Thanks. This means so much to me, I won't even sell it.